From the National Newsroom of the Canadian Press, I'm Jason White. Federal officials briefing reporters ahead of the Prime Minister's visit to China this week say there may soon be relief on Chinese tariffs, but they warn not to expect a total end to the current trade dispute with Beijing. Some Canadian premiers want Chinese tariffs lifted on Canadian canola, pork, and seafood. Meanwhile, 2 Liberal MPs are leaving a delegation to Taiwan early to avoid confusion as Prime Minister Mark Carney heads to China. China sees self-governed Taiwan as its territory, and it's opposed to foreign parliamentarians visiting the island, viewing it as outside meddling in China's domestic affairs. Natural Resources Minister Tim Hodgson will join Prime Minister Mark Carney tomorrow on a trip to Prince Rupert, BC, to meet with coastal First Nations. As Canadian Press reporter Alessia Pacifume explains, Hodgson has had to apologize for an earlier comment that a meeting with the group could have been on Zoom.
The coastal First Nations took issue with that, and he said that he would meet with them at their earliest convenience. That appears to be now, and it'll be a time for the federal government to reset those relationships that didn't start out with the best foot forward.
Tomorrow's meeting is set to focus on major projects and marine conservation. The head of the Bank of Canada is backing his counterparts south of the border as President Donald Trump's Justice Department investigates the U.S. Federal Reserve.
Bank of Canada Governor Tiff Macklem says Jerome Powell has his full support as the Fed chair argues the criminal probe into the U.S. central bank is politically motivated. Powell released a video Sunday alleging the DOJ's investigation is tied to the Fed setting its policy rate based on its own assessments of the economy rather than the preferences of President Donald Trump. Macklem says Powell reflects the very best of public service and is doing a very good job under difficult circumstances guiding monetary policy based on evidence, not politics. He says a country having an independent central bank is critical to delivering price stability for its citizens. Craig Lord, The Canadian Press, Ottawa.
Manitoba is launching a new app, letting people store their government documents on their smartphones or tablets. Premier Wab Kinew says the project will start with health cards.
You can access the digital health card as of 5 o'clock today. In the coming months, hopefully not years, coming months, hunting and fishing licenses, you'll be able to store in this wallet.
He says it is voluntary and Manitobans will still be able to use physical health cards and other ID. Manitoba Digital Wallet is aimed at operating like Apple or Google digital wallets, but would be issued by the Manitoba government. The main characters in Heated Rivalry are coming back sooner than expected, at least in book form. Harlequin has announced Nova Scotia author Rachel Reed will publish the 7th installment in her Game Changers series in September. Heated Rivalry has been picked up for a 2nd season, but Crave has not said when it'll drop. This is the Canadian Press. In sports, the Ottawa Senators have signed veteran goaltender James Reimer to a 1-year contract worth $850,000 US. The move comes with regular starting netminder Linus Ullmark on personal leave. NHL action tonight has the Montreal Canadiens welcoming the Vancouver Canucks. Edmonton visits Chicago while Toronto takes on host Colorado. Toronto Raptors forward Scotty Barnes has been named the NBA Eastern Conference Player of the Week. Barnes had 31 points, including the winning free throw in last night's overtime victory over Philadelphia. The Raptors host the Sixers again tonight. And American skeleton athlete Katie Eulander accuses Canada's coach of sabotaging her Olympic chances. Canada withdrew 4 of 6 women from a North American Cup race yesterday, reducing the number of Olympic qualification points Eulander earned as the race winner. But Bobsleigh Canada Skeleton says the withdrawal was for athlete welfare reasons. From the Canadian Press, I'm Jason White.
Thanks for listening. Don't forget to follow and subscribe. For more of today's top stories, visit thecanadianpressnews.ca.